Friends, welcome to Biology Made Easy. We are discussing the different Mendelian disorders, where today in this video we will discuss the color blindness. Now the color blindness is a defect when a person cannot distinguish the red color from the green color. That doesn't mean that the person cannot see anything, cannot work anything. The person is normal. Normally he can work, he can see everything, but the main problem is it becomes to distinguish between the green color and the red color. So this green and red, these two colors are used in the traffic post. This red color is for stop and the green color is to go. And the person who has defective for this color blindness cannot distinguish between these two colors. That is why normally the driving license is not given to them. They cannot drive any vehicle, nothing, none of the vehicles. They may go on cycles. That is why nowadays they are learning how to distinguish. They cannot distinguish actually the colors. But in a traffic post, what happens? The red color is at the top and the green color is at the bottom, and in between the yellow color is there. So from that they can guess that whether it is red light is there, this light is there. That is why they can go. But usually they are not given driving license. Now, what is the cause of the disease? The cause of the disease is usually it is X-linked, or you can call sex-linked. This is a sex-linked recessive disorder. And this sex-linked recessive disorder, what happens? Usually it doesn't allow, or when this gene is defective, it doesn't allow the synthesis of one of the cone proteins required by the retina. So since this protein cannot be synthesized, that is why they cannot distinguish between the red color and the green color. That is the main defect. So since it is present in sex chromosome, usually it is located in the X chromosome. X chromosome. So what is the inheritance pattern? Now in case of a male, there is one chromosome is X and the other chromosome is Y. Now suppose this color blindness is present in this X chromosome, then this is normal one. But if it is color blind, then it will be XC. C is for color blindness and Y. That means the color blind, this gene is present in only one allele. Its other allele is not present because this is not the homologous chromosome. That means this male will be color blind. But suppose you take the case of female. Now in case of females, there are two X chromosomes. If it is present in one X chromosome, then the allele present in other X chromosome that will check its expression. So this person will not be color blind, but simply she is a carrier. But somehow if it will be present in both cases, then it will be color blind. So this is the pattern. Now let us take different examples and how a person or a daughter or a son or how the offsprings they become color blind or normal, we can know from the or what is the inheritance pattern, we can know easily by taking different examples. Now let us take one example, example number 1. Suppose a carrier woman will marry to a normal man. So carrier woman means it will be X, X, C, while a normal man will be X and Y. That means here two types of X will be produced, one will be X and the other will be X, C, colorblind, where here one will be X and one is Y. Now if you draw the checkerboard for the F2 generation, and this is the female side, this is the male side, then this side it will be one sperm is X and the other is Y, and the female side one is X and the other is with that recessive gene. So now you see what is happening. It is XX and it is XY, while this one X, XC and this will be XC and Y. So you see there are two daughters and two sons. Now what happens? Now this daughter, that means one daughter is normal. And what about this daughter? Carrier. One daughter is carrier. Now come to sons. What about this son? This son is normal. Means one son is normal. And what about the other son, this son? This son is colorblind. So one son is colorblind. That means out of the daughters, 50% daughters are normal, while 50% daughters are carriers. And out of the sons, 50% sons are normal, while 50% sons are colorblind. Now let us take the second example. Example number 2. So in the second example, let us take colorblind female. Colorblind woman. And this colorblind woman means it will be XC and XC and will marry to a normal man. Normal man means it will be X and Y. So here it will produce the X will be both the X will carry that gene, while here X and Y. Now for the F2 generation, in the male side it will be X and Y, and in the female side it will be XC and XC, because it is colorblind woman. So now what is happening? You see, this will be X, X, XC. This will be XC, Y. This will be X, XC. And this will be XC and Y. Now what is the result you see? There are two daughters and both the daughters are carriers. Then we see two daughters are carriers. And what about sons? That means two sons, they are colorblind. That means all the daughters are carriers and all the sons are colorblind. Now let us take one third example, still more clear. Now example number 3. Now suppose one carrier woman means X, XC, and this carrier woman will marry to a colorblind man. So colorblind man will be XC and Y. Now here the X will be X and XC, and here it will be XC and Y. Now you will draw the checkerboard for F2 generation. So in the male side it will be XC, Y. In the female side it will be X and XC. Now let us see what is happening. In this case what is X, XC. In this case it is X, Y. In this case it is XC, XC. And in this case it is XC and Y. That means two daughters and two sons. Now what is the, you see, what about this daughter is a carrier. That means one daughter is carrier. What about this daughter? This daughter is color blind. One daughter is color blind. And there are two sons. What about this son? One son is normal. What about the other son? The other son is color blind and other son is color blind. That means 50% daughters are carriers while 50% daughters are color blind. 50% sons are normal and 50% sons are color blind. That means here we have discussed three different types of examples and in all cases the results are different. So what will be the nature of offsprings? That depends upon the nature of the father and mother. So if any question is asked by applying this method to checkerboard, you can solve it in 10 to 15 seconds only. So now let us discuss some MCQs so that it will be more clear. And usually, almost in all examinations, the questions are asked from this color blindness. So you have to practice some of the MCQs from this section. So one question is, number one, if a color blind man marries a woman who is homozygous for normal color vision, the probability of their son being color blind is one choice 0, second choice 0.5, third choice 0.75 and fourth choice 1. Now come to the second question. The second question is, a normal visioned man whose father was colorblind marries a woman whose father was also colorblind. They have their first child as a daughter. What is the chance of the child to be colorblind? So first choice 100%, second choice 0%, third choice 25% and fourth choice 50%. So these are the type of questions which are usually asked in AIMS, NEET, FMC, all such type of examinations. By practicing some of the questions, you will be able to answer all the questions. So thank you very much for watching the video. God bless you. Have a good day.